conclusion of this year's Premier League is in our hands as league leaders Manchester City look to put a cap on this season, confirming themselves as champions for the third year in a row. Before we begin, we are just 200 subscribers away from hitting 5,000 subscribers, the goal for this season. So if you aren't subscribed yet, please hit the button down below. And also, while you're down there, give the like button a click as well. There are a lot of similarities happening to that of the 2015-16 season. We finished 10th. We're there, give or take. We have the power to end all hope of a title triumph for a North London club. The only similarity I am hoping for, who are praying for, is the season after. Of course, we went on to win the league the season after the 2015-16 season. Wishful thinking, absolutely. Is it possible with, players going in, players coming out, Pochettino coming in? You've got to have some hope in you, but in comparison, it's a bit of a tall order, isn't it? A bit of a tall ask. If this season has taught me anything, it's that this game screams a thrashing. We've played Man City 3 times this season already, knocking us out of both domestic competitions with an aggregate score of 7-0 across the 3 fixtures. In fact, we have lost every single game against Manchester City since our triumph in Porto, losing all 5 since without scoring a single goal. Now, I'm usually one who tends to predict an upset. It's an annoying trait of mine. I've forever been an overly optimistic person, unless a game comes about where it's virtually impossible. However, logically, this is virtually impossible. Not only that, but utterly frustrating if we were to somehow get a win. Not a draw, a win, right? Obviously, it goes without saying that we want Chelsea to win on any given day. That's not what I'm trying to get at, is that I want us to lose. Part of me does want us to lose, in the sense that it completely ends any hope for Arsenal to win the league. That said, for me, it would be far more acceptable if we did lose than if somehow we won, because it begs the question, right? It begs the question. We've beaten Man City, a side who are on the verge of winning the league. They're on the verge of a treble. They've just beaten the current European champions, Real Madrid, 4-0 without breaking a sweat. And you're telling me you wouldn't be a teeny bit frustrated if we win? It would beg the question, where has this been all season? It would be so frustrating. Yes, it would be comically funny. Like, it would be funny if we were to win. It wouldn't be frustrating in a sense of like, oh, I really didn't want to win that game. Obviously, I would be over the moon if we got a win, but it would make me think, like, what has this season been for? What's happened in this season that we've lost back-to-back to Southampton? We've lost to Leeds. All these teams, right? Just to then... when it matters the least, it matters the absolute least of all the games to win against Man City, this is the one that we go and win. Obviously, it's not going to happen. But I hope you can understand where I'm coming from when I'm saying that if we did win tomorrow, it would be utterly frustrating if we did. Good nonetheless, but also, what the fuck? Where has this been all season? That said, and as I said, you'd have to laugh, not out of happiness, but out of sheer disbelief. That's what I've been doing for half of this season now, probably more than half the season, because if you don't laugh, as the saying goes, you will cry. Team-wise, we're fucked. We're absolutely bollocks. The injuries have piled up even more now. I'm not entirely sure what on earth he's got in store for us, because we are without, Mason Mount's been gone for ages now. Reece James, I don't know if Chilwell's back. But yeah, rest assured, with the injuries we have, he's going to go with the most absurd lineup you can possibly imagine. Again, I'm supposed to be here to predict certain things. I've got the score coming up in a second, but when it comes to the lineup, I could not guess what he's going to do other than if Gallagher's fit, he's probably going to start. Badiashile, who has been showing fantastic form as of late, will be missing through injury. It's just another kick in the bollocks. Predictions-wise for this game, I think genuinely, if we can keep it to a minimum 3-0, it would be a miracle. You cannot forget how bad we've been. And I know none of you have forgotten how bad we've been, but I'm just saying, coming into this game, there is no fairy tale here to be had for us. A lot of people are saying, I don't want to not concede the title like we currently hold the title, but I don't want to be the team that loses to then award the title to. I don't care. I don't care. That is the least of our worries in this season. And I'm telling you, if we do lose, which we will, there is the shining light, the overwhelming sort of, well, at least Arsenal haven't won the league. That's all I'm going into this thinking. Like that's the best case scenario for us that we can come out with this in this game, because we aren't going to win. And like I've said before, if we do win, what the fuck? It really will confuse me. I think genuinely, like I said, if we can keep this to a 3-0 maximum, rather, it would be a miracle. However, I am worried that this could be an absolute domination on the score sheet. We've lost 6-0 to Man City with a fairly similar squad in terms of quality in the past. We had our Pedros, probably even better, to be honest with you. We had a few stinky players back then, but we have some stinky fucking players now, to be honest with you. However, the big difference now is that we've got all the aforementioned aspects. Sorry, Man City have all the aforementioned aspects aiding their pursuit of a win against us, along with the build-up to this point in their season. Like, they have just come off of a 4-0 win in that stadium against Real Madrid. And people are genuinely thinking that a miracle victory could be on the cards here. I'm predicting a Man City win. I will not be predicting a score, as that is something that you cannot predict in a game like this. However, I am very prepared for a battering. I know this all sounds negative, but if you genuinely are positive and coming into this game thinking, well, we could get something. You're delusional. You're fucking delusional. You're absolutely delusional. If I'm the bad person for thinking this Man City, are going to come away with a victory against us, or that a win for us against this team is like, because the team, right, so the main thing I'm trying to say, I know I'm going off tangent now, but this City team, if our Chelsea side, the dog shit Chelsea side that we are this season, with a load of players that aren't going to be at this club next season, win here against Man City, it's fucking what has happened? It makes no sense. I don't know why I'm getting so annoyed, like it's even going to happen. But with that said, be kind enough to leave your predictions down below. I'm so done with this season, man. We got Man City, Man United, and then fucking Newcastle just to cap it off. I think I've sworn more times in this preview than I have all season across all of my previews. But with that said, please do subscribe, like the video, and hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on this channel. We're so nearly over the line. We're so nearly there. With that said, my name is Harry, up the Chels, and peace.